What's up, guys? Joshua Stuckey, and we are back with Bible stories in 5 or 6 minutes, wrapping up the month of July with the story of Zacchaeus or Zacchaeus, whichever one you want to say. It's kind of like the thing that we talked about before with the prophets of Baal or Baal. I'm just going to say, I don't think anybody actually has any idea. We're just making up names as we go, but you know what? It's okay. It's totally okay. You got to do what you got to do. So let's dive right in because we got 5 or 6 minutes. So, do you guys remember one time that you had to move to a new school? If you've ever had to do that before? Either if you're moving like in 2nd grade or 3rd grade from one elementary school to the other across the country or just across the county, or when you start middle school and you go to a completely new school, so many new people, and you really have no idea who anybody is. You see, I went through the exact same thing. When I was in 2nd grade, I moved from West Hills Elementary to Bluegrass. Let's go Bluegrass Eagles. Let us know in the comments if you go to AL Lots, whatever school you go to. I'm just saying Bluegrass is the best. So, I went there, middle of 2nd grade, and I knew nobody, okay? Like, I literally walk in, this little 2nd grader, and I have no idea who anybody is. And I was terrified. To top it all off, we had to get there like extremely early at like 6 a.m. just because I was a new student and we had to get all the paperwork and everything filled out. So I was already not in a good mood when I had to move. So many things just coming together, the fear, the not being a morning person, and it was just hard, okay? And I remember going in, it was Miss Daniel's class, and I was so scared, guys. What was that feeling when you walked into a new class and you didn't know anybody? Were you scared? Were you hurt that you were there? Did you miss your old friends? So later in the school day, we go to recess, and I'm just sitting there, and my first ever friend was this guy named Kyle Magnetti. And we were really cool, and we just started playing spies on the playground. Like, it was so fun, just hiding everywhere, you know, within the play set, having like our finger guns going like, pew, pew, all that fun stuff, being so cool like we were James Bond 007. And the reason I'm talking about this before we start our Bible story is one thing about this character is he was a tax collector. Now, in these ancient times, the Romans had tax collectors all throughout their empire. And in the city of Jericho, where Zacchaeus was, he was a not liked man. He was a new guy. And the thing about tax collectors is they were corrupt. They were known for stealing money from the poor to make themselves richer. Now, I'm not saying any of you guys are like that, but the point I'm trying to talk about is he felt alone. He felt all by himself, just like when you're in a new city or a new school and you don't know anybody. Now, Zacchaeus heard that Jesus was coming, but he was a very short dude, okay? I'm talking maybe not even like up to my shoulder is what they're saying, like barely up my arm. So what he had to do in order to see Jesus, because Jesus was coming to the city of Jericho, he had to climb this sycamore tree. And he's looking out and he's just trying to see Jesus, just trying to get a glimpse of this guy who was performing miracles, saying he's the Son of God, our Savior. He just wanted to see Jesus so bad that he did that. Now notice he's hiding because he's, in my opinion, I think he's really shy because he's scared of everyone seeing him and he knows what he's doing in his heart is wrong. So Jesus is walking down the street and Zacchaeus is in the sycamore tree, just hiding, trying to get a glimpse. And Jesus yells, "Zacchaeus, come down from the sycamore tree. Let me go to your house and have dinner with you." Now here's the crazy thing. Nobody associated with tax collectors, guys. Jesus did this crazy thing where he accepted Zacchaeus as who he was, and he still loved him. You see, that's the main point about Jesus. Jesus takes us where we are at, and he loves us, no matter what. So Zacchaeus goes to his house. They have this big feast. Jesus is there, and everyone's so confused, like, why is this guy eating with a tax collector? Now, Zacchaeus has this whole life-changing moment. Once he is introduced to Jesus, he says, "Lord, I will give everything back. Anything that I've ever cheated out of anybody, I'm going to give it back. I'm starting a new life." Zacchaeus had seen Jesus. He saw what Jesus was like, and he was introduced to the love of Jesus. And he found a friend in Jesus. And once he started this new life, he gave everything back. He made so many friends, guys, that he was one of the most popular guys in the city because he was so generous. He was so loving. So then my question for you today, if you've gone to a new school, if you ever felt alone like Zacchaeus was, have you ever talked to Jesus about it? Have you ever talked to Jesus and been honest with him? Because Zacchaeus was honest with him. And what I want to challenge you guys as we hopefully go back to school soon, that you guys make new friends, that you guys are the picture of Jesus loving each other for who they are and accepting us all at our faults, because that's what Jesus does for us. And he loves us so, so much. Thanks, guys. We'll see you next time.